The next powerful thing that ChatGPT can do is improve scheduling and time management. It can help plan daily, weekly, or monthly tasks and help you prioritize them. It can help you generate to-do lists which are matched with where they need to be during your schedule and help you prioritize them. And it can give you time blocking strategies to be more efficient. So here, let's do a prompt for scheduling and time management. This prompt is create a weekly schedule for me, balancing work, exercise, family time, and personalized learning. So here I'm going to utilize a prompt for developing a schedule. And it's create a weekly schedule for me, balancing work, exercise, and personal learning. Prioritize deep work in the mornings and break tasks into manageable time blocks. So let's see what we get. And remember, when you try to do a schedule utilizing ChatGPT, also remember that you can provide it information. So if you have an existing schedule with dates and a calendar, you can utilize that and bring that in and utilize that as part of your prompt and utilize it saying, based on these dates or based on these parts of my schedule, create a schedule for me. Here, they've given us, here's a structured weekly schedule that balances deep work, exercise, and personal learning while ensuring sustainable productivity. So it gives some key principles of what's trying to be accomplished. It gives a morning routine, an exercise routine, deep work session, lunch and reset, meetings, break, focused work, personal learning, write down, a wind down at 5 or 6, dinner and unplugging from work, flexible evening time, reading or low tech learning, wind down, and sleep prep. So then it goes to the entire week. So it does give you an option for key based adjustments based on your focus areas. So if you're going to creating some content, or you're going to be doing any other type of work, consulting work or teaching work or learning work, here it starts to think about how that can be integrated into your schedule. Now, another thing to think about is even though you may have a schedule, you may be trying to tackle a very specific task or a group of tasks. So here's a prompt that is around generate a structured to-do list for today based on these priorities. Finish a presentation, respond to emails, plan next week's content, research for a blog post. So it takes that existing schedule that it developed for you and is now breaking it into sections that include the priorities you want to include based on the tasks you want to complete. So we have a more structured to-do list. What's happening from 9 to 10:30, what's happening from 10:30 to 10:45, and then 10:45 to 12, lunch, afternoon, wrap up, and wind down. So very handy. Just remember, you can bring your own information into ChatGPT to help refine and make it more for you. So an important element is also being able to utilize ChatGPT to help you summarize and reduce information down to more cohesive chunks. So here we have a prompt: summarize this 2,000-word article on AI regulation into a 5-sentence executive summary highlighting the key takeaways. So that is the prompt you would use. Let me actually give it some content now. So you would design this prompt based on what you want to look at. What I'll do is I'll actually go to an article on AI regulation. So here I have this article on AI regulation in the EU. I'm going to take it, I'll select all. So I've taken this article on AI regulation in the European Union, and I'm going to now take it back to ChatGPT, and I have this summarize this 2,000-word article on AI regulation. And this is a unique thing that ChatGPT and some other AI chatbots do, is it will give you 2 possible responses. And you get to look at the responses and see which one you like better, so that it can tailor its response to you over time. Now let's see if we can see any differences in these responses. So the first response, they look very similar. One focuses more on laws and regulations, high-risk systems, general-purpose AI models versus transparency rules, the act pending final approval. So one is more law-based and one is more based on regulations, it looks like. So I'm going to go with the response 2, just because it seems to be leaning a little bit towards the regulation focus, and that was my request. And then it provides it for me. And here I have the European Parliament has approved the Artificial Intelligence Act, first binding AI law, regulation. So giving me these 5 cohesive points that I've requested. So let's just double check what our prompt was. Summarize the 2,000-word article on AI regulation into 5 sentence executive summary, highlighting the key takeaways. So that's what it's given us, and we could then utilize these points for however we want to use them. But it basically gives us a component to start our research on this topic with. Now, one thing we could do with this is even push it in a different direction. If you had other thoughts, you could find another article and then utilize a prompt like this one. What are the latest trends, AI, and machine learning in 2025? Provide a quick summary based on recent industry reports. I'm going to add to this, please provide the URL of the reports you use. So it is searching the web in this newer version of ChatGPT, and here it's giving me significant advancements across various domains. Here we have agentic AIs, AI agents, evolving from simple chatbots to autonomous systems capable of managing complex tasks, multimodal models of AI. Specialized AI applications is a shift towards creating AI solutions tailored for specific industries and tasks. AI in scientific research. AI is accelerating prolific breakthroughs in scientific fields such as aiding in drug discoveries, genomics, and materials science. Then we have ethical and responsible AI. AI systems becoming more integrated into society. There's an increasing emphasis on ethical considerations, bias mitigation, and transparency. So definitely a good list of the new trends for 2025, as well as time.com being the first research, TechTarget being the first article, Sloan Review from MIT.edu, news from Microsoft.com, and Dataversity. So also some great sources, and it's kind of itemized the sources down here on the bottom. And if I click on those, I can see right here what those are and the brief descriptions, and some additionals are also added. So that's a really great way to begin pushing a topic, but make sure that you're also requesting where this information is coming from.